Hey guys, I'm back in the studio with
Mike.
and we're doing a commentary. Did I say it right again?
Yep.
Hey, I'm going to be a big guy before you know it. On some old airbrushing and stuff that I've done in the past. But
That's pretty wild. It almost looks like a Louisiana swamp right there.
yeah, and it is in Louisiana. That's it's down in Baton Rouge, and a lot of people down there get excited about artwork and stuff. A lot more than you find here in Northeast Louisiana. But yeah, it's a lot of fun too for doing that, putting your imagination on metal.
Yeah.
This one here was called the Widowmaker, and it was a race truck, and did for them. And this is at a arts and craft thing that I went to do some T-shirts and stuff.
That's all right. Tell you what, that's almost a lost art nowadays. Is that airbrushing?
Yeah, it is. I don't know if it'll ever come back again, like bell bottoms and dingo boots or not.
Well, actually, I think the bell bottoms are coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great, man. Yeah, I noticed people have hung on to the peace sign, and that's good. You know, there's some supporters out there all these years. But yeah, it'd be nice to see airbrushing or something like that come back.
Like the Arizona desert.
Yep. That is off the Pure Prairie League album cover.
That was a good band.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I like their music. Really do. See, the hood's off of there. I'm painting on it too. That's the hood back on the truck.
It's pretty awesome.
Yep. And that's the tailgate.
I like the wood grain.
Yeah.
I love doing wood grain.
Yeah.
And everybody has their own technique.
They do. It's so many different ways of doing wood grain. It's really freaky. Yeah, you can almost create your own style to a degree. This is some valve covers. A guy traded me some chrome valve covers for a 351 Cleveland if I'd paint little murals on his valve covers, because it's for a show truck that he'd enter it into down there in New Orleans, the World of Wheels that came through.
That'd be a good place to do some of this work too.
For real,
Set
yeah.
up.
South Louisiana people back during this time, they loved it, man. I mean, you're almost like a airbrush god in a way, you know.
This is very, very popular still in California.
Wow,
Just
wow.
depending on what it is.
Yeah,
Generally speaking, they don't do a full body mural,
yeah,
but there's a lot of, like the little lowriders that you do the candy paints with some patterns underneath. You do some airbrushing and some custom stuff.
yeah, wow.
But this is
So they do more accenting now than they do complete wraparound murals. And
well, no, actually, there's still the wraparound murals, but they do the candy paints and stuff like that, and then do some other stuff on top. So it kind of just throws that paint right into the background.
yeah, okay, so you kind of walk up on it and be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that it's got something on it, but once you get up there and you look at it, it almost looks like they've melted a Jolly Rancher and poured it over the top of this paint
Wow,
job.
man.
And they just look really awesome.
I bet. Yeah, I always like going to the car shows and stuff and seeing vehicles that's been tricked out and somebody's used their imagination on it and setting a good theme for whatever, you know, the theme is they're setting for their vehicle.
Right. Warpath.
Yeah, now some of this stuff here can really be tedious and take up a good bit of time.
I can definitely understand that. I airbrushed a Harley front fender one time. Did a rattlesnake.
Wow.
And it took me over a month.
I believe it.
To paint that one rattlesnake, but I had to do it one scale at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
And it did turn out fantastic.
Yeah.
People would get startled when they'd walk by thinking it was a real rattlesnake.
Wow, man. Yeah. Yeah, if you put a lot of time into something, it does show. And doing it for a client, sometimes they'll have the money to pay that, and sometimes they don't, and you still put them something on there, you know.
Oh yeah.
It has to be simple and quick, and then some things you can really elaborate if they're going to be willing to spend the money in it.
That or that good old barter system. You know how that.
Oh yeah, you can always trade, make it work out somehow. Yeah, it just matters how much money they want to spend for your time.
Exactly. That must have been some guy's hunting rig.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks, yeah, Chevy Love.
This is the Beauty and Beast theme. That's on a little Chevy Love, which I don't think that they made 1 or 2 years. And this guy went and bought the step side bed for it.
Yeah, and I had one of those too.
And this guy was a trade out. He would just start off putting the name of the truck, and then putting up some old school flames on the front. And it excited him so much, we did some more work. And then he wanted a scene, a mural on both doors.
Huh. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's a Tom Sawyer type scene. And then he wanted the truck metal flaked.
Huh.
It just went on and on. I mean, it's almost like a drive-through. I mean, what do you want? Fries? You want a milkshake? You want a hamburger? You know, what do you want? You know, it's your meal. You know.
Obviously, he got the bug. Just couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah. It's good to have some clients that are like that just really get involved in it.
Right.
Because then you get an opportunity to do what you like doing, and keep adding to it.
Well, and you know how that old saying goes, if you're doing what you like to do, it's not work. So, and it shows.
Yeah, right. And then you kind of, if you visit with the person, you kind of get to know their personality. If they're not sure what they want, then you can kind of match it a little bit, you know?
Exactly. Did a really nice job on those, on that wood grain.
Yeah, this one here was done with a wood graining tool. Like you said earlier, there's so many different ways of doing wood grain. This one had a lot of stencil work and stuff involved in it.
H&M Street and Custom.
Yeah.
Like a Ford Maverick?
No, it was a Mustang, 67
Oh,
Mustang, yeah.
That's really cool. The ship, that's on an old Chevy truck.
Yeah.
Looks to be around a 54, 50.
Yeah, it is somewhere in that year, I believe, yeah. Now this one was taken off of a picture that was hanging on the wall that the client brought, and wanted to kind of duplicate it or simulate it onto his vehicle. Wow, we are running out of time.
Oh yeah, we are. Man, you get all involved and you forget.
Yeah, for real. Thanks, Mike, for being here.
Hey, not a problem.
Talk to you later. Bye. Viewing the video, or giving us a like, or subscribing makes us want to bring on a little more entertainment. Don't you agree?